Hi, my name is Bob Guntharp. I'm an attorney with the Ritchie Law Firm, and I've been practicing law for in excess of 30 years. Over that 30 plus year period, I've handled multiple wrongful death cases. This is one of the more challenging areas of the law. It's obviously filled with emotion and often financial need for a family who may be left behind. It's important to understand that there is a process that has to be pursued prior to bringing a case. So, because the individual who has passed is obviously unable to bring the case themselves, someone has to be appointed to bring that case on behalf of the deceased person's estate. When we talk about estates, many people think about people who have a lot of money or have property that they are transferring to others. But for the purposes of a wrongful death case, the estate simply is a artificial entity that brings the case on behalf of the beneficiaries of the decedent's estate. So, typically, if there is a will, then the executor of the will can bring the wrongful death action. They have to be appointed by the clerk of the court. So the individual who is appointed must go to the clerk's office in the jurisdiction, the county or city where the deceased person had resided, and go through a process called qualification. And although this is supposed to be somewhat uniform throughout the state, there are little differences from clerk office to clerk office. So the guidance of an attorney in helping with this is important. Typically, it will be family members who are the administrators or executors of the estate. Both are called personal representatives. An administrator is appointed in a situation where there is not a will. If the person had a will, then the executor is appointed. Sometimes the person who is the executor really does not want to do that. It might be an older person or someone who just does not feel comfortable in that role. If that is the case, then somebody else can be substituted in for the executor. But regardless, you have to have a personal representative in order to proceed with a wrongful death action. The Code of Virginia sets out what are called statutory beneficiaries. These are the people who would receive the proceeds of any settlement, or if there was a trial and if they went to verdict, the proceeds of the verdict. Those are distributed either according to how the judge thinks they should be distributed, or a jury, or the family can come to an agreement on that. It's always a very difficult time when you have someone who's close to you who has died as a result of the negligence of another, and it is extremely helpful to have qualified counsel in that regard. So I urge you, if you find yourself in the unfortunate situation of having lost a family member, that you contact the Ritchie Law Firm. We'd be happy to talk to you. It costs you absolutely nothing.